Black student found hanging in Mississippi. It was barely light when the campus of Delta State University awoke to anguish. Trey Reed, a 21-year-old black student, was discovered hanging from a tree near the pickleball courts, a chilling sight that sent shockwaves not only through the university but across a deep, troubled history whose echoes cannot be silenced overnight. Delta State rests on Mississippi soil, a place shadowed by over 600 reported lynchings of black men and women between 1877 and 1950, a brutality designed deliberately as racial terror. The emblematic image of a body hanged from a tree was not simply a method of murder, but a message. Black lives could be ended at any moment, under any pretext, and left as warnings for those who witnessed them. Photographs of such violence were distributed, their purpose both spectacle and intimidation, calculation and cruelty. Even as officials, citing no evidence of foul play, attributed Trey's death to suicide, the symbolism could not be escaped. For black students and faculty, and for all who know the history of Mississippi, the sight of a black body in that position on a university campus recalls a century of lynchings, of justifications by authorities and erasure by institutions, a mourning laced forever with suspicion. Delta State itself only began integrating in 1967, generations after desegregation was the law, and oral histories speak of black students moving in groups for safety, guarding each other from harm that might come even in places meant for learning. As Trey's loss rippled outward, University President Daniel Ennis urged unity and safety, but for many the trauma is not only personal, it is historical. The cancellation of centennial celebrations felt hollow compared to the sorrow and unease gathering at the base of that tree. At makeshift vigils, students shared stories not just of Trey, but of microaggressions, isolation, anxiety, and pressures unique to black youth on predominantly white campuses. For black children and young adults, rates of suicide are rising, shaped in part by exposure to racial discrimination, trauma, and histories that intensify mental health burdens. Candles flickered against the autumn dusk as voices wondered aloud. How many more must be lost before their struggles are named and understood, before symbols of terror are replaced by symbols of safety and dignity? For Trey Reed, the question is now part of the campus's memory, another chapter in Mississippi's long racist history,